It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Monday, November 5th, 2018. It's 7 a.m.
Whoop, whoop.
And did everybody enjoy that extra hour?
Did we have an extra hour?
No, we just rearranged everything. So if we get that extra hour, all we did was swap it from one end of the day to the other.
When did that happen?
We just ended up having a lot of daylight in the evening. We got more daylight in the morning now. We just swapped it in for in. So anyway, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Bob Recktenwald for Sports on Monday. Scooter Callis over pressing all the buttons and mixing the sound. And so, did we have a good weekend?
I enjoy pressing your buttons.
Oh, brother.
All right, so I got a question for you. Are you ready? It's
Here
Monday.
we go.
Okay, here we go.
What is the real time? Did we just leave real time and come?
We're back to what they call standard. All we did, everybody says, well, I lost that hour's sleep. Well, it depends on what time you went to bed. Basically, all it was to extend daylight hours, so, it's now daylight. Normally, we're starting.
But what's real time? The time before?
What is real time?
Whatever Greenwich Mean Time is. Go to Greenwich Mean Time and find out. GMT.
Is that real time?
Yeah.
For Greenwich.
For Greenwich?
That's what it's based on, GMT. Well, this keyboard.
This keyboard's locked up.
There it goes. I got a G out of it.
That's still not going.
It still didn't tell you that. Well, let me go back up here to this line. Meantime, people are turning the channel. I love this keyboard.
Move it a little closer to the computer. Maybe it's getting.
Change
You got to push so far back to the back of there.
He asks such hard questions. Greenwich Mean Time. There we go. GMT time. 1:02 p.m. is GMT right now. It's 2 minutes after 1, and that's ground zero.
Whoa, 1:02 p.m., then we're way off.
That's Greenwich Mean Time.
We've already had this show. It's time to go.
We're late.
Now you got to head west with it. So GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. It's in Greenwich, London. So you can go to GMT if you want to check the actual time. GMT is ground zero for time.
It's 1:02 in London right now. It's good to know that.
Mm-hmm. Basically, London time is GMT time. So
it'd be a good time to call.
Then you just go your time zones, and there you go. Anyway, science lesson for the day.
Hey, Scooter. Yeah. And he still didn't answer the question.
He still didn't answer the question now.
Standard time is real time in our time zone. Daylight savings time just swaps it in for in. That's all it amounts.
All right, carry on.
All right. Anyway, we're enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee. Hope you're doing the same.
He is.
He is. Yeah, I am.
You are. I got my water.
I drink that on the way in.
Yeah, right. Mixed with coffee.
No, I have my bottle of water before I drink my coffee. Just like at the restaurant, I drink my glass of water. Anyway, 3 locations to serve you at Brewed Awakening Coffee. Balmer Boulevard, BRMC Lobby, and, of course, Highway 62 Plaza. Out by Anytime Fitness, the best coffee in town is Brewed Awakening. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water.
What was the answer? You asked Landon a minute ago if he drank coffee. What was his answer?
Hey, what'd you tell me?
I said I drink creamer.
He drinks the creamer.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I drink the creamer.
Do you put any coffee in your creamer?
Just a
Do you?
That's funny.
Just a little bit?
Oh. Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. Around the state of Arkansas, Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. And when the need arises, Roller Funeral Homes, the utmost in professionalism and respect, and just bending over backwards to serve you, and just keep them in mind when the need arises. And we've been talking about the pre-planning that your customer had talked about. So
yeah.
Now's the time, pre-plan.
That's exactly
Go
right.
talk to the fine folks at Roller Funeral Homes. And like we've talked over the last year, gee, it's 2 o'clock. I'm going to go shop for a funeral home, No. Just
Yeah, jokingly, it sounds kind of funny, but 2 o'clock is 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is 2 o'clock. get down to the nitty gritty,
Realistically, it's the best
it's
thing.
kind of it's best to have it planned.
Yeah, and that way your loved one in a bad time doesn't have to deal with it. Of course, Dale's having a hard time transitioning over to that pre-planning where he was, don't shop, don't, type of attitude. So now he's got it coming over like he's trying to sell, buy one, get one free, right? It's just not right.
Monday. Buy your funeral service today.
Talk about a side rail. Roller Funeral Homes brings the morning prayer each and every day. Once again, one of our fine students from the Mountain Home Christian Academy is here to do the morning prayer. This morning, Landon is here, and we want to welcome him. And are you ready to say the morning prayer? Okay.
Landon and I, we've been talking about buying cows. So whenever he gets done with his...
No, you've been teaching him what a cow was.
No. He told me.
He knew
it.
He told me
Okay.
flat out. He could tell me the difference between a mama cow and a bull cow.
Oh, yeah.
Now-
Did he explain it to you?
We're going to do that after he gets done with his prayer.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready,
Landon,
sir?
you ready to do the prayer?
All right.
There
rock
you
on.
go.
Dear Father, thank you for this wonderful day. I hope you help those who can't know you or don't know you. Please help those who are sick, and please help the poor. And please help those who don't think they're gonna have a good day to have a great day today. And please help those with a sour heart. And please help those who are sad. And please help everyone to have a great day today. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
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 All right. We got time for a few questions here.
I am glad.
Let me introduce him one more
I
time.
am glad that
Landon.
he threw Dale in there because he prayed for anybody with a sour heart. So I'm glad.
He didn't say anything about a big head.
Oh.
It's a heart, not head.
Landon brought you the morning prayer by Mountain Home Christian Academy. 424-6622 is their phone number. They take no government monies, no Common Core education. If you can help them financially, give them a call. Once again, 424-6622, just off the bypass across from Mountain Home Baptist Church. Mountain Home Christian Academy. Fine job this morning by Landon. Y'all want to talk cow,
We're just going to talk.
cow trading now?
We're going to talk.
Y'all talk
Y'all
cow
talk.
trading.
We want to see this. We
Yeah.
want to.
So-
This show may go over Landon's trip.
I have a few questions for you. Okay. Okay. Do you know that that your mom and your sister, and do you have family that lives in this area? No. Okay. You know all your friends at school? They're probably not watching this show. They're probably getting ready to go to school, right? So when you go to school today, they can watch you this morning on television at 5 o'clock. Is that right? 5
This
o'clock.
5 o'clock, or you can go online.
5 o'clock this afternoon, they can watch this show and watch you do your prayer. And you did a very good job. Now, you and I were talking about buying and selling some cows a while ago, and you told me that you could tell the difference between a mama cow and a daddy cow. How is that?
So, a girl cow has udders. A bull has none. A
Has
bull
none.
doesn't have udders.
He doesn't have no udders. No.
A cow has udders,
Okay.
and a bull doesn't.
All right. Now, what about cows with horns?
Same thing.
Really?
Do they have udders?
Do cows with horns have udders?
And bulls with horns don't.
Some bulls have horns? Okay.
You ever heard taking the bull by the horn?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That gave it away, didn't it?
So, let me ask you another question. Do you eat hamburgers? Do those come from a cow or a goat?
Cat.
Cow.
There you go.
Very good.
All right.
Very good. All right.
Smart boy.
There we go.
Thank you, Landon. Great job. Good to have you on.
He doesn't want one of them goat burgers, apparently.
No goat burgers. No, we're right on. Hey, give me some knuckles here. No goat burgers. No.
It's good to have you on the program
Sophia's,
for you,
Sophia's mom raises some goats. And every time she sells one, I ask her if it comes with Tabasco sauce.
Landon. Oh, boy.
You know what she tells me? Uncle Bob. All right, what's up?
Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square at Mountain Home.
Where are we? We have lost control of the show, and I'm not exactly sure when it happened. But
Do you remember the Arc Link letter show? Kids say the darndest things?
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of
Oh,
fun.
that would be a trip.
We should
That's
do
fun.
that sometime.
That'd be
Yeah.
funny.
It'd be great.
Weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square. Specials today, Scooter.
It's special today. It's Monday. You don't know what special is
Chicken
today?
fried steak.
Chicken fried steak all day. You got it with eggs, hash browns, biscuit and gravy for $6.88, or for lunch you can get it with two sides, roller cornbread, also $6.88. No, he's. Does it come from a chicken?
I don't know.
I never heard of a chicken steak. Have you? I haven't either. They must be from up north.
We're good.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square at Mountain Home.
You ever been to Old Time Restaurant?
We'll need to take you down there sometime.
Oh,
Take your mom, and dad,
Mom.
and everybody down there.
Old Time Restaurant on the Square. You have not taken him there.
Oh, we've been there.
Oh,
He just says
you're fibbing.
For today, if we can get back to the weather for a minute.
I don't know.
Hey, this is
tornado.
more fun because
Yeah.
you know
Oh,
what?
it
If you don't like the weather, it's going to change
It's gonna
anyway.
change anyway.
We're
yeah.
going to blow this 15-minute intro out the window. I'm telling you right now.
We've done that already.
You've got some extra time today.
Yeah, we do. Tornado potential for the southern part of the country: Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, and a slight part of North Carolina. Within Arkansas, extreme southeast Arkansas, with a 10% risk of tornadoes later today. Right now, temperature-wise, a little bit chilly. 43 degrees in Mountain Home, 40 at Harrison, 43 at Hardy and Mountain View, 40 at Yellville, 43 at Marshall and Calico. In St. Louis, it's 42, Poplar Bluff 41, 41 at Branson, 41 at West Plains, but 39 in Watford City, North Dakota. So that's not much of a contrast, just a couple of degrees different. Here's the kicker right now. Shower activity precip from North Dakota all the way into Oklahoma. Moving into Missouri from Kansas, moving into Iowa from Nebraska, moving into Minnesota from South Dakota. You can see the first round of showers that came through a couple days ago. I'm going to hit the Oklahoma City stop real quick. I can, Scoot.
Okay.
Well, not much in OK City. It's all in Tulsa towards Coffeyville, Kansas, up to Arkansas City, Kansas. It looks a lot worse than what it is. I'm going to go ahead and just hit the Little Rock stop so we can see what's coming into Arkansas. Scattered showers throughout the state, a little bit around Branson, all the way over to West Plains, back towards Fayetteville, then between Fayetteville and Fort Smith, Mena to Texarkana. Your highways affected would be Highway 62, 412 West, I-49 right now, and Highway 71 between Texarkana and Fort Smith. Little Rock picking up a little bit east of Little Rock on I-40, but not too bad there. Overall, the highways are clear. 62, 412 east is clear. 67, 167 from Little Rock, Batesville, Poplar Bluff in pretty good shape. Highway 65 just at the state line, Missouri-Arkansas line south of Branson might be affected. Otherwise, interstates 30, 40, 49, 55 in pretty good shape. For the state of Missouri,
Any idea what he's
St. Louis
talking
may be a little
Either
bit out
does
on
he.
I-70, Interstate 70, Columbia towards St. Louis, I-44 at Lebanon. Rolla clear right now going into St. Louis. From St. Louis, I-64 east from East St. Louis to Mount Vernon in good shape. I-70 east out of St. Louis, Vandalia, Effingham with a little bit of shower activity around Effingham, Illinois. I-55 coming in from Sykeston toward Farmington in good shape. I-24 up to to Carbondale, Illinois, and I-57 not too bad right there. And we'll hit that southwest corner. Now I'm not going to leave feedback right now. Now here we go. This gives you the contrast to what's going on in southwest Missouri from Joplin all the way up to Kansas City, affecting I-44 back to Tulsa. A little bit between Joplin and Springfield on 44, but back in eastern part of Kansas and southeast Kansas, that's where the heaviest shower activity is, from Kansas City all the way down to the Arkansas, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma border. Right?
That's right.
What are you giggling about over
I'm
here?
sorry, we've got the picture on the screen. All of a sudden you see his head pop out the side of the weather thing. I'm loving every bit of it.
That's what I love about this show. Anything we can do, anything. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, for today, the forecast for today, we start off with a 60% chance of showers, and later on today it goes all the way up to a 90% chance. Then tonight, gradual clearing, but tomorrow is sunny with a high of 65. Then Tuesday night, another chance of showers, only 20% chance on Tuesday night. Wednesday, high of 57 and sunny. Wednesday night, 20% chance of showers. Into Thursday, a 30% throughout the day and night. Then Friday's going to be 46 degrees with sunlight.
You know what they were saying on the radio yesterday coming back from Springfield? Snow Thursday.
No,
No.
That's what they said.
no, I'm not buying it.
Promise you.
I'm not buying it. No.
Nah.
Live your life in denial. All it's going
Yeah.
to get you is wet.
Arkansas Drought Monitor, we have a D0 Northwest Arkansas and extreme southern Arkansas. That's greatly improved from the past few months. State of Missouri, they have an average of a D0, abnormally dry. Central part of the state on the Missouri River is moderately dry with a D1, and that will be updated again on the 8th, but overall we're in pretty good shape. All right. Well, it's
There we
7:15. We made it through community all the way up to community calendar. Brought to you by Affordable Housing.
Uh-oh. My sign's in the wrong place. I'm going to need help.
Hey, can you see that sign right there says affordable housing?
Put your hand up underneath
See
and
that
push it
red?
up.
Watch. Let me see your hand right here.
Put it way up top.
right
Now
here?
push it.
All right,
push
now
it
we got it
down.
up.
Put it underneath.
Grab it right there. Now push.
There you go.
Little
Push
more.
it down. Push it
Little
down.
more.
Keep
Little
going.
more.
Keep
Tap it,
going.
tap it,
Little
tap it.
Little
Tap
bit.
it,
Little bit.
Maybe it just needs hit.
There it is.
Little
There
more.
it is.
There you go.
That looks
There it
good.
goes. That'll work.
Thank you, Landon.
I didn't know you was a construction man. You a sign builder.
Community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 7412883. This Saturday is the third annual Golden Gala for Kindness Incorporated. If you're interested in sponsoring any of these events, 425-6475. Talk to Debbie Womack. Sponsorships range from $150 to $2,500. Kindness Incorporated provides transportation services to folks that need to get around town. Doctor's appointment, hair appointment, pharmaceutical, shopping, just odds and ends. It's on a volunteer basis. People come in and help drive. They'll say, well, I can drive from 9 to noon, and they help out folks. And so if you can help Kindness Incorporated, give Debbie a call at 425-6475. Soul Sneakers basketball cheerleading is registration's ongoing. You can register at www.firstbaptistmountainhome.com. If you need to ask a question before registration, call 425-5421. Talk to Julie. Basketball is $25 per child, cheerleading $35 per child. This is for 4-year-old through 8th grade. The games will start about the third Saturday in January of 2019. A lot of fun. Soul Sneakers basketball coming up in January. And so Affordable Housing brings you the community calendar each and every day. What's that?
See that right there? That's snowflakes. See that right there?
I thought all the snowflakes were in San Francisco.
Well, no. Flakes, yes. Snow, no.
Anyway, time for a break.
All right, all right.
I need
Wait,
more
wait,
coffee.
wait.
Whoa. Landon's going to take us to break when
Okay.
it's time.
All right.
You gonna coach him?
You know what we're going to do? We're going to go to break, and then you're going to go to school. We're going to have a lot more fun here than you are going to there. But right now, you just need to say, "Bappa-dappa-dappa-dappa, see you, folks."
Try it.
Can
Try
you do
it.
it?
How about this? Say, we'll be right back after this.
We'll be right back after this.
There you go.
Well, that was.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Nemus Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas is your home for national and international award-winning pizza. Nemus Pizza offers artisan-made award-winning pizza with only the freshest and finest of ingredients. Each pizza is made from scratch and hand-tossed at the time you place your order. And also check out their calzone strombolis, an oven-baked folded pizza stuffed with your choice of meat. Sauce can be on the side or included inside at your request. Nemus Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas, your home for award-winning pizza.
Come on down to In the Company of Dogs, where your dog will be treated like family. We offer professional service with over 30 years experience for all your grooming and obedience needs. Away from home during the day and your dog is left home alone? No problem. We also offer doggy daycare. You can be assured that your dog will be comfortable at all times, and we never use any harsh corrections. We're located in the College Shopping Plaza and Mountain Home next to the Dollar General, or give us a call at 870-232-1784. It's a great day in the company of dogs.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrub stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms. carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The uniform shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop. With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support, and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
.721, Bob Recktenwald's here for sports, and a lot to talk about. We've got the bracket set up here.
Can't we just bring Landon back?
Oh, that'd be fun.
We'll just do our own version of Kids Say the Darndest Things.
We need to do that sometime. That'd be funny.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
The normal season, the regular season of high school football, believe it or not, is over.
Already. It seemed like it just started.
Really?
Crow in this building?
Oh, yeah.
It's on
The
top.
old crow's over here.
Oh, there you go. The old crow.
What?
Unfortunately, he's the youngest one at the table. That was the fastest 10 weeks.
That's incredible.
It was quick. I mean, it's just unbelievably quick. Unfortunately, the Mountain Home Bombers went 0-10. And I had somebody ask me the other day, said, well, this is a disgrace. This is the worst football season we've ever had. No. It's not. We've done this 0-10 thing before. It's not pretty, but it happens. You know, it's just the way it is. We have lived through it back in the 70s. We lived through it back in the 80s. We did it in the 90s. We're going to live through it in the 2000s. We have to give this coaches staff that we've got to give them an opportunity to get things done and get things switched the way they want them. You know, we did, we went 0-10 in 2014. We went 1-9 in 15. We went 0-11 in 13. And we went 1-9 in 2012. So the 2000s have not been the Mountain Home Bombers' friend. With all that said, it's over with. Boys that watch this show and coaches, I'm proud of you. I have watched Mountain Home Bomber football since the early 70s. Been in the press box forever and a day. And I'm proud of you. I've watched every one of you play since you were in the 3rd and 4th grade. Dawson Tabor, as a sophomore, did a fine job. Was not planning on being the team quarterback when he started this season, and ended up doing a fine job with what he had.
As a sophomore?
As a sophomore.
That's
great. Who was scheduled to be the quarterback, got hurt and got it put out for the season. And Dawson stepped up and did a fine job. Junior Williams, if Junior would have come back after the summer in a little better shape than he started in, if he'd have started the season in the shape that he was in when the season ended, this could have been a different topic. We've had a bunch of crazy injuries, but we've had a bunch of youngsters step up. Lawson Stockton played a heck of a game Friday night or Thursday night, and did a fine job as a sophomore. So we've got a young team with a lot of potential. As long as they just don't give up. Now's not the time to give up. You've got no intense season, so what? It's over with. Give it up, come back, start fresh. Let's see what can happen next season. Go wrestle, go lift weights, go play basketball, go do something other than become a couch potato. Get some of your friends to come out and play too. One thing that we noticed, and Dale, you and I have seen this a lot of times in the press box on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Mountain Home's fielding 30 players. West Memphis brought 94 players.
Well, at one time we were doing Rogers, I think. Was it a JV?
They had 100 players, 0 through 99.
Yeah.
Rogers Heritage. Why don't we have those numbers?
Don't know.
We need to recruit. And recruiting can't always come from the coaches. It comes from the friends.
Yep.
If you got a friend that's got any size tunes, I don't care how big they are. If they have any desire to do anything other than just exist, they should play a sport. And when I say a sport, I don't care if it's band. I don't care if it's the drill team. I don't care if it's a sport is a sport. Anything extracurricular to me is a sport. If you're involved in the FFA, believe it or not, the FFA is run by the AAA, just like football is. Do something other than just breathe the air. Okay? Football team can use some help, so give it a shot.
Good.
I agree.
I talked to.
We need to encourage those boys. Like who's the quarterback? The sophomore quarterback. What's his name?
Dawson Tabor.
Dawson Tabor. How can he in the off season perfect his skill?
Well, he won't have an opportunity because I'm sure he's a multi-sport athlete. He's a multi-sport guy.
Is he basketball or baseball or
probably both?
Both.
Yeah.
Well, what about just hanging a tire from a tree and throwing that football?
Well, you could if you had time, Dale, but you won't have time for that until all the other sports are over.
Yeah, true.
Because you got to focus on the sport at hand.
Because what will happen is, as of Friday morning, Friday's probably their only down day that they'll have, and as of today, they'll be in the basketball gym. Yeah. Or maybe, hopefully, some of the line will be on the wrestling mat. When do you guys actually start?
That's what they need to focus at, right? Is whatever sport's on hand.
Right. You've got to deal with the sport that you're trying to perfect in at the moment and not look forward. You've got to deal with it.
Sunday afternoon, day after Thanksgiving, something like that.
But if you're playing basketball, you're getting ready for a tournament. If you're wrestling, you're getting ready for a wrestling match.
Yep.
When does wrestling actually start for the high school?
It started.
For the football players that will come over, will they come today?
It'll be this week. They'll be moving over as this week goes. Yeah, that and cross country will be moving over as well.
And see, bowling starts this year. The next week or so. They had their parent meeting this week. Wrestling had their parent meeting last week. Is that right? Week before last.
Yeah, the youth did. The high school still got one coming.
They've got it scheduled. I've seen the email on it. So it's not like when you and I were in high school to where you had some lag time between some sports to where you could focus on you and your needs. Now it's, okay, I'm out of football pads and I'm into basketball shorts. And I go from basketball shorts to a baseball uniform or a track uniform. Cross country just finished. The boys and the girls both did real well. One team finished second. One team finished fourth in the state. Marcy Cudworth, who was here on the show a couple weeks ago, I believe she got third in the state for the girls.
Good.
So these kids are busy. I don't know how they have time for homework. Seriously, as much traveling as these kids do, and the distance they have to go, and for Coach Leonard, it's one thing I'll hand to him real quick. Is for his girls basketball team to be almost every one of them makes the all-academic team.
That's tough.
That's some discipline.
Yeah.
And some very good discipline at that. And so anyway, though it was a rough slap for these boys, they've worked hard all season, starts in August, don't get finished till November, and end up with an 0 for 10. So what, guys? You know, you got townspeople behind you. Some are behind you, some are not. Guess what? We don't care about the ones that aren't.
Yep, that's true.
We'll be back out there next year.
Yeah, let's just keep rocking. You know, I'm still going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday in the press box, Friday on television. Dale's going to be right there with me doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Scooter and I will be doing Friday. Things aren't going to change for us. They need to change for y'all a little bit. Make something change. You know, make a change. Make it happen. So anyway, it's 7:30. Take us to a break. We'll come back, talk about Yellville football a little bit, and then we'll run through the high school brackets.
Good. Be right back.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Why would I recommend Hospice the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Life is too short to wear boring clothes. Welcome to Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique, where we carry the latest trends and fashions and accessories at prices anyone can enjoy. Feel beautiful while looking fabulous with a large range of fashions that fits anyone's sense of style. You're sure to discover something unique and new at every visit. Shabby to Chic also features 12 professional stylists, aesthetics by Amy J, a nail technician, and 4 tanning beds. Excite your style at Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
It's that time of year.
$7.33. Hey, who brought the donuts? These are good.
Wasn't me.
Scooter?
I did.
He's already down 3 of them.
What? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's on a diet. Anyway,
seafood.
more Bob
Seafood diet. Seafood I eat.
There you go. That'll work. So as we left the first segment there, we were talking about Yellville sports. You know, Yellville took it to the Marshall and ended up beating Marshall 52-12. And what that did for them was open them up into the state playoffs. So they will play Danville Friday night at Danville, and that should be a pretty good game. You know, Danville has been dominating their opponents all season.
Really?
And Yellville has picked up the tempo and has done a very good job at the last 3 games. So look forward to a lot of that. Harrison put a whooping up on Farmington, 35-6, and Harrison finishes their season 10-0.
Congrats.
I said it after Mountain Home played Harrison that if they continue to play like they played against the Bombers, that they will go all the way to state, and I stand by that. I still say
They're
that
tough. They're tough.
Unless there's some sleeper somewhere, Harrison Goblins will be state champs this year for the 5A.
Yep.
So,
all right, Harrison, do it.
Dale, do you have the Salem score? I know they won, but I don't know
here.
by how much.
Salem Greyhounds last Thursday, 7 p.m. 52-14 over Cross County at Cherry Valley, Arkansas.
So they have home field advantage for their tournament, for their state championship. And I believe, and we'll take a look at the brackets here in just a minute, but they will go on. I believe they start with a bye. We'll check that out here in just a second.
Good. Salem 52, Cross County Thunderbirds 14 at Cherry Valley, Arkansas.
Clinton beat Mountain View, and that's pretty wild. So let's take a look at the state playoff brackets.
Does that take Mountain View out of the
No,
playoffs?
they're actually still in.
They're still in it, okay.
Yeah, when we get to the 3A, we can take a look at that.
Okay.
Can you pull that up on the television?
You bet.
Oh, you can't see it.
I don't know of any way to enhance that.
Anyway, this is the reason I wanted to show this is so everybody can get an idea how big the 2A is. It's huge. Look at all the teams that'll play in the 2A.
Now, Salem plays at 7 o'clock.
They did not get a bye. Okay, they play Dirks.
Dirks.
They'll play on the 9th at 7 o'clock at home.
So here's what we have. We have Magazine at Carlisle, Salem at Dirks.
Yeah, Foreman got the bye out of that bunch.
Then we have England at Earl.
You got Junction City at McCrory, Mountainburg at Parker's Chapel, Mountain Pine at Hackett, Des Arc at Magnet Grove. That's on the one side of the bracket.
On this side of the bracket, we start with Mount Ida and
No, you got Hector with a bye.
Yeah, Hector with a bye. Mount Ida at Bearden, which will play Hector. Conway Christian at Lavaca. Rector at Fordyce. Hazen at Quitman. Gurdon at Clarendon. East Poinsett County at Mineral Springs, and Hampton at Cross Country.
Pull up on your score deal there and take a look and see what Hazen did the last week. While I move this around a little bit. So, 2 teams out of that whole bunch, they end up getting a bye, which is Hector and Foreman. And we'll, how do I get it?
Let's see, Hazen, H-A-Z-E-N. Hazen Hornets over Marvell Mustangs Thursday at 7 o'clock, 74-0.
Yeah. And if you look the week before that,
holy cow.
70-18.
And the week before that,
34-12. So there's 104, 151 point, 150, 148 points scored, right?
Yeah. So now we move to the 3A.
Look at these points by Hazen. My goodness, 74, 70, 34, 60.
See, now you got started. You can't go on.
40.
That's okay. We got time.
Goodness.
Yeah,
They've got an offense, or there's no
if you want to
defense.
look at that and see how many points they scored in their 10-game season, you just read off the first 3, and it's 200 points.
Oh, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Unreal.
So this is the 3A here. On the left-hand side of the bracket, quadrant 1, we've got Smackover with a bye, and they'll play the winner of Danville-Yellville. Then in the second tier, you've got Osceola and Fouke. How do you say that? Fouke. Then you've got Mansfield and Melbourne. Okay, so Melbourne is in the same, it's set up as a 3A1, 3A2, 3A3, so they're in the same as Yellville. Then you drop down to quadrant 2. It's Rising and Hoxie, Mayflower and Dalloway, Lamar and Atkins, Harding Academy in Greenland.
Harding Academy, they were tough against Yellville that one Friday night.
You go over to quadrant 3, you've got Glen Rose gets the bye. Then you got Harmony Grove and
Barton.
And you've got Boonville and
Baptist Prep.
And then Walnut Ridge and Lakeside. Then you've got Clinton, who's in the same conference as Yellville. You've got Clinton and Charleston. Then you've got Prescott and Mountain View. So that's where Mountain View fell, Scott.
Gotcha.
They'll play Prescott. So Mountain View will actually be traveling further than Yellville. Then you've got Newport and Center Point, and then McGee and Piggott.
The Battle of the Mosquitoes.
Yeah. So that final, their championship will end up being December the 8th.
All of these at War Memorial on the championships?
All the championships are played at War Memorial. Yeah. I think it's over a 2-day period, but
yeah,
they do play. So, that is just that's a huge number of football games.
That is a large number of games.
So, of all of these, I think I'm going to pick Yellville Summit over Danville. I'm going to pick Harding Academy over Greenland. And I say Mountain View's going to beat Prescott.
Wow.
What do you think?
I think you're crazy. Yeah.
Mountain View wants to win. I think they're going to have the gumption to go against Prescott.
I do think that Melbourne, up here in Quadrant 1, has an opportunity to play a good game against Mansfield.
Now, I'm not familiar with Mansfield. Where are they?
They're Fort Smith.
Oh, okay. Oklahoma
Possibly
line area?
Fort Smith West,
okay.
yeah. We'll jump over to the 4A.
That's 5A.
Oops. I jumped too far.
Yeah, there you go right there.
Now look how the brackets...
They start to thin down a little
They
bit.
start to become a little bit smaller. Ozark gets a bye. They play... There's second bracket on that is Lone Oak and Prairie Grove, Robinson and Pottsville, Hamburg and Lincoln, Rivercrest and Fountain Lake, Heber Springs and Pocahontas, Dumas and Southside, Pea Ridge and Central. On the other side, you've got Stuttgart gets the bye. Is that Dardanelle?
Dardanelle at West Side here.
And then you've got Warren at Central Arkansas Christian, Arkaduffy and Gosnell, Shiloh Christian and Star City, Mena and Gentry, Nashville and Elkins, and Truman and Bauxite.
I'll take Shiloh Christian over Star City. I know a little bit about them. I don't know. What do you think about the Heber Pocahontas game? Have you heard anything about?
I think Heber can pull that out.
So.
To be honest with you,
yeah. That's really the only ones that I'm familiar with there. Pea Ridge and Central. Are they talking about Central?
I don't know. There's just too many Centrals out there.
Yeah, I don't know which one that would be. Pea Ridge is Northwest Arkansas, so that could be Fayetteville, Rogers, Springdale, Fort Smith could be anything.
Yeah, you look at all these brackets and all the teams that are traveling here and there and yon. If you had $1 for all the school buses that are traveling to these, just give me $1 a mile. I'll quit. I'll not work in December.
Yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah, there'll be a bunch of buses. So let's go to the 5A.
Yep. This ought to be interesting.
Look how small that bracket is.
My goodness.
So on the top side of round 1, you've got Blytheville and Lakeside. You've got Morrilton and Parkview. Arkansas High School, which I believe is Texarkana, playing Nettleton. Now, you're going from Texarkana to Nettleton.
Southwest to northeast.
Yep. Little Rock Christian Academy playing Greenbrier.
Yeah, it's a good game. Well, how's Greenbrier? They haven't been as tough this year as they were last year, right?
No.
I think last year Greenbrier was that, and the year before they were pretty tough.
So you've got Pulaski Academy in Alma, McClellan at Valley View, Harrison at Whitehall, or Harrison will host Whitehall, and you've got Wynn playing Camden Fairview. Harrison is hosting their first playoff game at the new stadium.
Go Harrison, beat them. Let's go.
Yeah, so that should be fun.
Yep.
Harrison
should take that all the way to the last bracket.
Yeah,
because you're going to have Harrison. Okay, they're going to be up against Wynn or Camden Fairview. Harrison can handle either one of those teams. So then Harrison would have to face either Valley View, McClellan, Alma, or Pulaski Academy. Because I'm gonna put Harrison in that bracket. I'm gonna put Harrison in that bracket right here, the way they've been playing. What do you say?
So you think Harrison will pop to the semis in that bunch?
Yep.
What do you think, Scooter?
I think Harrison could do it.
And that championship game will be played November 30th.
That'd be worth a trip down to Little Rock to see.
I would almost make that trip if we don't have anything
go
else
see Harrison
planned,
down there.
just to watch it.
Yeah, that'd be some good football right there.
It'll depend on how the bracket plays out from there. Let's take a break. We'll cover 6 and 7A when we come back.
Be right back.
It's that time of year again. Time to take a hard look at your Medicare health plan. If you're looking for a new plan or looking to renew your existing plan, now's the time to renew all your options. At Bacco Insurance, we'll sit down with you and show you all the new choices and options, including $0 premium plans with low copays and dental, vision, and hearing benefits. Let us help take the confusion out of selecting a plan and find one catered to your needs. Contact Bacco Insurance today, located at 351 East 9th Street, Suite B in Mountain Home.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area. If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Neema's Pizza. $7:48. We're finishing up the show. Bob Recktenwald Sports. I did a little Google map. Nettleton playing Arkansas, Texarkana, Arkansas.
Right.
From Texarkana to Jonesboro, it's 271 miles from here to Busch Stadium's 251. It's closer to go to St. Louis from here than it is to go from the southwest corner to the northeast part of the state. Now, had they gone on up into Prairie Grove, it would have been another 23 miles. It would have been over 300 miles and stay in the same state.
So it makes you wonder, do they go the day before? Do they just get up early that morning and go? How will they do that?
I would think they'd go the night before.
You would have to compete You would have to compete at that level. There's just no. You'd have a tough time driving up there and not be tired and groggy, and you'd almost have to.
We were talking during the break, Scooter. What, as a coach of youth sports and with the wrestling team, how would you react to having a bye week?
At a football level, I would prefer not to have a bye week.
I think I'd try to find somebody that would be willing to play me.
Even if it's just a little scrimmage game, a little something, just
exhibition of some sort. Get all the players out,
maybe
keep them loose,
have
keep
a
them
fun
limber.
game, something like that.
Don't let it get too
keep
aggressive. It doesn't mean anything, but it just keeps the guys fresh.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, because when you look, we're into the 6A now. We've got Greenwood has picked up the bye. Searcy and Siloam Springs. There's another cross-state travel. Russellville at Sylvan Hills. Well, that's not too far down the road. West Memphis picks up the bye. El Dorado and Pine Bluff, that's relatively close. That's not much of a travel. Benton picks up the bye. Jonesboro and Lake Hamilton. Well, Lake Hamilton is Arkadelphia?
Yeah, between there and Hot Springs.
Not too bad. Not that bad of a trip, but still, you've got a lot of travel going on there.
Lake Hamilton, Jonesboro, that's still going to be probably 240, 230 miles.
So out of that bunch, what do you think, Dale?
Searcy at Siloam, that's almost a coin toss. I think I'd almost have to go with Searcy on that one.
I believe I'm with you on that.
Searcy plays Greenwood. Russellville and Sylvan Hills, I do not know anything about either of those teams. Now, El Dorado's normally been a pretty tough team, but they say Pine Bluff has been pretty tough this year too.
I think Russellville will beat Sylvan Hills. West Memphis will drop because they've got the bye. Yeah, that's going to be tough. I believe it's going to be Pine Bluff Pine Bluff West Plains matchup in the second round. Benton against Jonesboro or Lake Hamilton. I believe it's going to be Benton against Jonesboro.
I'll go with that one.
So,
yep.
It's going to be. There's some good football going to be played this Friday night. That's for sure. Now to the 7A. And the big controversy is how and why is Mountain Home Bombers in the 6-7A? It just don't make any sense.
Yep.
But anyway, North Little Rock gets the bye. Springdale and Southside.
Southside be Fort Smith?
Yeah. There's an awful lot of Southsides. I'm going to guess it's Fort Smith Southside. Let's take a look here real quick. Yes. I believe Springdale can pick that, I believe Springdale can pick that win up. Bentonville West, which is a relatively new school, they get a bye. They're going to play the winner of Conway and Rogers. I believe Conway can pick that up. Bentonville High School picks up a bye. They'll play either Northside, Fort Smith Northside, or Van Buren. I think Van Buren's going to pull up an upset on that one, and it's going to end up being Van Buren.
Wow.
Bryant will play the winner
I-49 battle.
Bryant will play the winner of either Fayetteville or be playing the winner of Fayetteville and Catholic.
I'll take Fayetteville on that one.
And I believe Fayetteville will beat Catholic, and I think that Bryant will end up beating Fayetteville in the second round.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I will print these brackets tonight, and we'll play with them a little bit, kind of like a pick your 64, or however whatever they do.
There you go.
And we'll just see how we fare out. Again, it's been a great high school football season. Sometimes great doesn't mean you win them all. It's sometimes just how you end up playing them. And I will tell you, between the two teams that we televise each week, either Yellville or Mountain Home, neither one of those teams quit all season long. They could have very well, Yellville, good example, they could have rolled their tails up and just said, okay, we're going to be here. We watched 2 weeks ago. We watched some phenomenal catches by J.T. Frazier, number 10 for Yellville.
I was
jumping up off the ground a good 1.5 to 2 feet. Cody Dobbs, Kyle Dobbs, those boys aren't ready for their season to be done. And along with what I'm calling out 3 or 4 names. When I say those boys, I mean however many on the team are the ones that aren't ready to give it up. And when you come out and you play the way they've played the last 3 or 4 games and pull off the wins, Mountain Home Bombers didn't fare as well. That doesn't mean they gave up.
We've got some tough games.
They just didn't come out on the winning side. They're playing one of the toughest brackets in the state. They play one of the toughest conferences out there. So
So now Yellville is a 4th seed, right?
Right.
And against the 3rd seed Danville. Yellville can pull that out. I mean, I really think that Yellville's going to come out ahead of Danville.
It's going to take some work, and it's going to take a lot of heart. It's going to take a lot of dedication for Yellville to pull this over.
Can defend that long pass that Yellville's got?
Yes.
Can they?
Yes. And they can run.
They watching film?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they were in the locker room watching film on Saturday morning.
There's no doubt.
You know, with they have this new thing called Huddle.
Yeah.
So it's instantaneous. I mean, they get it as soon as the game's over. The other team's got it. So, and they can back it up. They can cut it, slice it, dice it. They can do it by player. It's pretty wild. It's great progress for the football world.
Great coaching tool.
Absolutely, good coaching tool. But anyway, going to be some good games Friday night, and looking forward to it. What else you guys got? Any questions? Oh, OFA.
Yes.
You got any kind of a recap for the OFA?
I need to go through and look at. They were very slow as far as updating brackets out there, so it wasn't like you were getting live responses. I know we had a good time. We had, I got to remember who we played. I have to bring up the bracket here.
Well, while you're doing that, let me talk about Slice the Price.
Yes.
The OFA is doing a fundraiser. It's called Slice the Price. The OFA board, football players, and cheerleaders are selling Slice the Price cards. They cost $10, and what that will get the person that purchases that card from now until the last day of June, if you buy a large pizza, you get a large pizza for free. So
from where?
Domino's.
Good.
It's a heck of a deal.
So if you use the card one time, you've made your money back. And they don't care if you buy 1, 5, 25, or 50. You pay for 50, you get 50 free.
Wow.
And you can do it all one time. There's no limit. And the OFA, this is going to be their major fundraiser for the end of the season to help buy new equipment for next year. And we need folks to buy those. And the local Domino's is on board. I have used those cards last year. They work very well. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You buy one for regular price, and you're going to pick up one for absolutely free. $10, contact any board member, football player, or cheerleader.
Or you can go by the Old Time
Restaurant on the square.
Yep. You got them down there?
They have a sign-up form. Okay. You'll have to sign up. You have to sign up for it, pay for it. Then we as a board will get all that stuff together on the 16th of November, and we'll send it off to Domino's, and within a week or two they'll send us all the cards that we have to get back out to the people that bought them. But it's a great opportunity for the kids. It's a very inexpensive, low-cost fundraiser for the people that are buying them, and it's something that everybody loves, a good pizza. So anyway, what'd you find?
All right, I just brought up the regular schedule. The OFA Bombers went down, and of course we faced some pretty tough teams. Now, yeah, you got to keep in mind too, we only had 4 or 5 practices as a 6th grade team,
right.
So you're going down there for fun and to have a good time. And we went against Republic Tigers, which we'd lost by them. Actually had an injury on the field too that had to be addressed, but then they went on to Branson and stayed at the water park out there in Branson, had a good time as OFA, and then came back and had to face Pea Ridge, which was another really, really tough team. And they did good, from what I hear, competed good against them, but didn't fare so well.
Come up short.
Yeah. But they played well. They competed against them. They had a great time, and it's a successful trip for what it's intended to be.
Yeah, let me throw this out because I know we've only got a minute left, but the purpose of this 6th grade team is they get together one time before they become all 7th graders together next season.
Yep.
And it's there's a football game or two involved here, but it's a team building kind of a deal. they're more excited about going to the water park and eating all the pizza they can eat
Yes.
than they are playing another football game.
And we're good with that.
And that's the
what it's
purpose behind it.
Yep.
These teams that we're playing against are there to win. They want to win. They want that trophy. Our kids, they could care less about the trophy. Get me to the water park and give me some pizza.
There you go.
One
And
quick
that's what it's
question on
for.
NCAA. Is this Alabama team the best college football team ever? And with that, we're out of time. See you tomorrow.
Not going to let me answer?